Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Smitty here, and as you see here on screen, this is from an article on Kotaku. I'll link it in the description if you haven't seen it already, as the link was from the settlement, the $27 million settlement here in regards to the price fixing lawsuit, but on Operation Sports there. But as you see here, they were able to get, and it shows it here in the detail of the article, EA Sports contract expires with the NCAA in 2014, and that means that after that they won't be able to exclusively hold the license for at least 5 years. And that goes the same thing for the AFL. I didn't see detail as far as that, but the reality is, as far as the AFL is concerned, no one's making a game, so that's not a big deal. And even when it comes to the collegiate football, the last football game that's been made was by 2K Sports. Other than EA, was NCAA 2K3, which was mediocre. That game was terrible. That's just being honest. But with that being freed, it's a slight victory, because this is where the key problem is right here. EA is still holding the exclusive license. You know what I'm saying? We want the competition. I would love it to be opened up so that 2K could come out and make another football game, so that Sony could get in the game. I'd love to see them. For those of you that remember the Game Day series back on PlayStation, that's when it was best, at least to me. It was best on the first PlayStation. And then you look at MLB The Show and you see what quality that game is. These guys can perform some miracles, and they can make a beautiful football game. But if push comes to shove and the NFL decides again to give it to just one company once the deal is up with EA, I seriously want these guys to make a generic football game. I don't care if it doesn't have a license. Make it fully customizable and put a legit franchise mode in there. If you do that with full customization, legit franchise mode, the game will be ridiculous. It will be ridiculously nice, especially if you lace it up with those physics from Natural Motion. That will make a legitimately competitive game. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not licensed, that game, I believe, honestly, would sell at least a solid million. At least a solid million in sales will get your foot in the door. You know what I'm saying? But sitting back and doing absolutely nothing, that's not gonna make anything happen. And yeah, I'm talking about Take-Two Interactive. You know what I'm saying? But they need to get up off their rear ends and do something. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, and I've said it in other videos before, it's looking real bleak for Take-Two. It's looking real bleak for 2K Sports. From the way it looks right now, they didn't shut down every other series that they've carried. Shut down. They got shut out of hockey, shut out college basketball, shut out football. They tried boxing and completely failed at that. Tennis, they only do that once every 3 years or whatever. So it's looking like they're only keeping the NBA alive until they finish out that contract, because they just renewed their contract with the NBA like a year ago or so for I don't know how many years specifically, but it seems like once that's all done, they could possibly be closing the doors at 2K Sports. So, and like I've said before, they need to get back to the meat and potatoes and start doing football games again, focusing solely on basketball and football games out of their sports division. Bottom line. So, but this is like I said, this is a victory for the consumers, no matter how small. This is still a big victory right here, but it's not the ultimate achievement. You know what I'm saying? And this is what still has to continue to be pressed for right here. So I'll have the link in the description for these articles if you want to check them out or what have you. Please do. But on that note, you guys, this is Smitty, and I am calling it a wrap. And oh yeah, I'm gonna have the link to that petition. Even though there's a little over 500 signatures on that, come on, y'all, we gotta press that. It's just not. And let me just say this in regards to that. If you honestly want 2K involved, since I see it all over the internet, 2K come back, 2K come back. People need to be pressing this, not just Sim Standard, and that's it. People need to be taking this link. If you have a channel, or if you do a few videos, or if you only do one video, this is something you need to be pressing. Especially if you honestly care and want 2K to come back. Just sitting back on your hands and not doing anything about it and talking about folks ain't going to get it done. So that's not going to get change to happen at the end of the day. It's all about action. If you take some kind of action, just a small action, it could go a mighty long way. The power of one person does a whole lot. But when you just sit back and just wait on somebody else to do it, and then you get mad because you don't like the result, only thing you could do is just blame yourself. Because at the end of the day, I'm actually taking action. The Sim Standard is actually taking action. You know what I'm saying? And others in the community that do stand up and do something, they're taking action. Not just any old action, but the proper action toward at least attempting to make change. And at the bottom line, that's what matters the most. So, I went on long enough. This is your boy Smitty, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.